Hello everyone, this is signpost 1 of assignment 1A. My name is Tom and I'm from the Gold Coast, and I've decided to undertake the Diploma of University Studies and major in engineering. I'm 21 years old, I finished school 4 years ago, and I always had aspirations to go to university, but I had a bit of self-doubt and I wanted to travel and work and earn some money, and I've done that, and now I want to study, and I've decided to undertake this to strengthen my skills going forward. And yeah, so hopefully when I finish this, I get into a bachelor's degree, and then 4 or 5 years' time, I'm a qualified civil engineer. Since school, I've used very little digital technology at home or at work. I worked as a beekeeper, which I didn't use any technology, and at the moment I work as a landscaper and I don't use any. I haven't had a computer since school. I have used a mobile phone, but other than that, I haven't really used much. TV, I suppose you could say, but yeah, not much. I've retaught myself how to use a computer since undertaking this program, and stuff like Zoom. I've Zoomed one of my teachers, and I'd never used that before. And getting a new computer was a bit different to the ones I'd used at school, so the controls were different and a few other things, and it took me a while to get the hang of it, and it was pretty challenging, but yeah, it was good once I'd done it. And I've also learned to use programs such as Adobe Scanner for my maths assignments, which has been good. In a typical day, the main forms of digital technology that I'd use is my phone waking me up, phone to play music, like making calls and stuff, and then my laptop to study, and then watch TV. That's about it. To be a digital citizen in 2019, I believe close to everyone in the Western world is a digital citizen in some way, shape or form. Anyone who watches TV, uses any digital appliances, is a digital citizen in their own right. I think it's become impossible pretty much to avoid becoming a digital citizen, although there is levels to it. In today's society, to get by, a few key things are necessary that weren't always. The use of mobile phones is nearly considered a must, as most employers contact their workers. The way you apply for jobs, they need to contact you, and a home phone is not always practical. The use of computers, and just simple tasks such as internet exploring, emails, creating documents, is a must-have in society if you're working in a non-physical labour job. But even for some physical jobs, you do need these skills, and it's a valuable skill for young people going forward. The most pressing thing I'd ask you guys right now is, what sort of responses are you expecting from the module work? I've seen different responses going into the eTivity forums, and because it's university level, do you expect essays for most questions where you allocate the 2-hour time for, or would you prefer spending most of that time researching and making our responses more valuable? For eTivity 14, I decided to research and look at news articles from where Emma McEwen won 4 gold medals and 3 bronze medals at the Olympics. Looking at the different forms of media was very insightful. The different ways they used to capture the audience while delivering the same message probably surprised me the most. Looking at social media, although most of the posts were linked to an article or video, which is similar to newspapers, or a lot of it was what's broadcasted on television, the first image always depicted her smiling, which 1, drew in the reader, and 2, I think it really set the mood. They also highlighted how she was feeling emotional, which I think that's what they wanted us to feel, an emotional connection, more than the specifics such as time. And I've seen people commenting on the posts about the time not being there. Although this differed greatly from the newspapers, whereas they were more to the point, sharing other results, other people's times, including her times, and other results from the day in the last section. I think this is important in newspapers, as it's not as easy to get an emotional connection and people want to read it and for it to be informative and to the point. Whereas radio and television, I think they really got this emotional connection again. But to do this, they brought in family members and people who were close to her to really make that joy contagious. I think this really helped it make it watchable, and this really showed the different ways you can use different mediums to display the same message. The hardest part about this assignment was probably making this digital presentation, as it's different talking to a camera as it is talking to someone without losing your train of thought and to sound convincing, as I'm sure you'd know from doing your pre-recorded instructional videos. To overcome this, I decided to split the video up into sections, as you may see, and then edit it from there. That way I could focus on each individual question while giving organic answers and not just reading straight from a script. Thank you for listening to my online presentation.